MEDUSA is a compilation of Neolithic European, Semitic and Indo-European mythology and iconography. Iconographically, two very different depictions coalesce in the classical Medusa, the Neolithic goddess of birth, death, and regeneration, who is represented as bird, snake, or bird-snake hybrid. Philologically, the name Medusa means the ruling one. But by the time of the earliest Greek texts which contain myth, those of Homer, Medusa was a monster, associated with underworld. In the Iliad, dating to approximately 750 BCE, Medusa is not named, but one finds here the first reference to a Gorgon. The name Gorgon derives from the ancient Greek word gorgos, which means grim or dreadful, and appears to come from the same root as the Sanskrit word garjana, which means a guttural sound. The Gorgon was a protective deity from the ancient world. A Gorgon wore a belt of serpents that intertwined as a clasp. This appears to be the origins of the caduceus, which appeared as a symbol of god Ninjashidar. The power of a Gorgon was so strong that one would be turned to stone upon daring to gaze at her. Such images were therefore used for protection and put upon a range of items, including armor, shields, temples, and wine vessels. Diodorus Siculus, in the mid-1st century BC, describes the Gorgons as Amazon queens ruling in the area of Lake Tritonis in North Africa, in Greek called Libya. Several early classic scholars interpreted the myth of Medusa as a quasi-historical based on or reconstructed from an event, custom, and style in the past, or a sublimated memory of an actual invasion. According to Joseph Campbell, the legend of Perseus beheading Medusa means, specifically, that the Hellenes overran the goddess's chief shrines and stripped her priestesses of their Gorgon masks. The latter being apotropaic faces worn to frighten away the profane. The Gorgonion is a likely origin for the priestess masks. The practice of these amulets as aspects of the mother goddess dates back to the Neolithic age. The oldest Gorgon mask is from Greek Sisklo culture before 6000 BC. They have been excavated in many places from Etruskia to the Black Sea coast. Most sources describe her as the daughter of Sis and Seto, who are a primordial sea god and goddess, the son and daughter of Pontus and Gaia. Pontus is again an ancient, pre-Olympian Mediterranean sea god, one of the Greek primordial deities. We understand that sea and fish-related gods are one of the oldest gods man had ever crafted. We see a clear evolutional stage of ancient snake gods and goddesses from these stories. Back in the day, the indigenous Greeks worshipped the goddess Medusa, and those shrines were defeated by the Hellenes, who replaced them with the Olympian pantheon.
We can see similar idols of goddess Bhadrakali in Kerala, India. The idol is made from the wood of jackfruit tree, with Ashtanagas as the hair of the goddess, and the name of such an idol is Thirumudi, which means sacred hair. Out of thousands of serpents, 8 important Nagas are called Ashtanagas, and they are presented as the hair of the goddess. The Nagas are intertwined and decorated in Pavitra. The word Pavitra in Malayalam means sacred and Ket means knot.